Setting goals in ham radio can help make you a better operator by helping you stay focused, encouraging you to learn, and improving your skills. I'm Mike, N2MAK, and in this video, I'll share my 5 goals for 2024. Recently, I made a video about some ham radio goals I set for myself on a trip to Washington, D.C. To be honest, I didn't really expect that video to get the response that it did, but I owe a big thanks to Josh at Ham Radio Crash Course, who saw some value in it and shared it with others. Now I'm going to take this another step further. I'm going to set some goals for myself for 2024 in ham radio. First goal, I want to read 4 books. I want to finish at least 4 books. Now, I've already got a head start. I started reading the book this month in December on ham radio or amateur radio propagation on Mars. And I've picked up a few books recently on POTA and antennas, but I could go off in a whole other direction, maybe read something on a ham radio related or a ham adjacent topic. The whole point is to kind of slow things down a little bit and not rely so much on the internet for information. Number 2, I want to make contacts using 4 new modes, 4 new to me modes. When I first got started in amateur radio, I was guilty of just doing voice for the first year plus. Just did SSB and FM. Eventually I learned FTA and then WinLink. But there's so much more I've yet to dip my toes in, and I want to do 4 new modes. What they are, we'll see. I know there's some basic ones like RIDI and AM I've yet to make a contact with or even try out. There's D-Star, whether it's with hotspots and repeaters or D-Star for HF, JS8 call, and VARA AC. I think it'd be fun to learn some new modes. I've enjoyed doing some of the digital stuff, and I certainly see the value in it. There's a contest even coming up in RIDI, so maybe that's where I'll start. We'll see. Goal 3. I want to make satellite contacts. This is something I've always wanted to do from when I was first studying for my exam. Now, I have no excuses. I've got a kick-ass antenna that will be perfect for satellites. That's the Elk dual band log periodic. And I finally got a radio that's full duplex, the ICOM IC32AT, which I picked up at an auction. Granted, it's 5 watt HT, but that should be enough to get the job done. I just need to wait for the weather to get better, so once this spring comes, I'm going to start chasing the birds. Goal number 4. I'm chasing after the POTA 6-pack award for activators. In 2023, I made it a priority to activate my 100th unique park and also get the N1CC award for activators. Now in 2024, I want to go after the 6-pack award. 6-meter band is something that's always been interesting to me. My first radio was a G90, and that didn't even do 6 meters, so it was a good year or 2 before I ever made a contact on the 6-meter band. And I've had a lot of fun recently doing the VHF contests and combining VHF and UHF with POTA and SOTA. So it's only natural now to go after the 6-pack award. What I'm really hoping to get out of this too, though, is some antenna building skills, because I'm going to want to do it the right way. I need a really good antenna. Maybe it's a 6-meter Moxon, but I need something better for 6 meters than the speaker wire dipole that I have. But I also hope to learn a little bit more about propagation on the Magic Band. Propagation, that leads me to the 5th, number 5, and final goal of 2024, and that's going to be to do a video and a presentation on radio propagation on Mars. I know that's pretty wild, but I started reading the book, and this is something that I've been fascinated with this year, and I'm committed now to continuing to study this, and I've mentioned that I'm going to do a presentation to my club in 2024 on this, and I certainly plan to make a video or 2 on it as well. Maybe I'm in over my head a little bit. Certainly not a scientist or astrophysicist, but for me this has been something fun, and the more and more that I learn about how radio propagation works on Mars, the better understanding and the better appreciation I now have for how radio works for us here on Earth. So what do you think? What are your goals going to be for 2024? I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope it inspires you to set some goals for yourself in amateur radio. But more importantly, I wish nothing but health and happiness for you and your loved ones in 2024. If you haven't yet, click like and subscribe to my channel. I'm Mike, N2MAK, 7-3.